try acceleration. 1, 2, 3. It was quite awesome. Not, of course, not like on Tesla, but with a bit of delay at the beginning. Then it was a nice pull, nice even pull with even force and with even increase in force. Yeah, so the car has a decent acceleration. Hello everyone, my name is Ashot and I will be reviewing this Mini Cooper today. That is all electric Mini, which is a present version for 184 horsepower. I am here in front of the dealership in Trondheim, and this car will be on my test drive today. Of course, Mini is very well known for its customization. You can have a car of any color and any combination of roof color and body color, of course. And also Mini are very famous to have high quality of interiors, and again with wide selection of interior options. You can choose the leather interior or a fabric interior in pretty much any combination possible. My plan is to make as many electric car reviews as possible here in Norway, so if you are on the market to get yourself an electric car, definitely subscribe to my channel, and let's jump in this Mini. In Norway, Mini Electric just presented a really brand new Mini Electric SE that is not available yet in Trondheim. That's why the current version I'm testing today, that is version for 240 kilometers of range, and that is just a well-known Mini car, but instead of diesel or benzene engine, now here is electric engine. But the entire car is just a well-known Mini. That is a front wheels drive car, and the electric motor is located in the front of the car, and that is how it looks like. I will just have a trip now to Trondheim ferry terminal and tell you more while driving, and also I will stop later and take some nice shots, jump on a back seat, etc, and just make this kind of first impression review. To start a car we need, of course, press brake pedal, start the car. Here you will see that projection display pops up, and I need to figure out the navigation now. By the way, that's very convenient that you have a lot of knobs here, and also this screen is actually a touch screen. You have knobs for heated seats and heating of the windows and everything, all the controls for auto climate control, and also selecting your regen braking levels and driving mode, sport or green, and also the gear shifter is just like a normal gear shifter. You can navigate this screen also with a knob over here, so very fancy. You have a nice speedometer and this projection screen, and also controls for lighting over here, and you can regulate your air vents with hands, and also here is the Harman Kardon acoustic. So I was really obsessed with Teslas, but trying once Model X Plaid, where there are very limited number of controls, almost nothing to touch and to turn with hands. Now I'm thinking maybe the Tesla is not that great, so let's find out. Actually, to drive you need to press the button on the gear selector and bring it to drive. Now I can right, first driving meters on a new Mini Electric. Let's have a look how to get out of here. Here is electric parking brake. I just double checked, it is released. I can straight away tell you that the driving position is very comfortable, nice seats with a good amount of adjustments. I was thinking that the overview inside the car is limited because of quite small front glass, but actually it's not that small. On the sides you have a big glass over here. Projection screen, by the way, looks nice, positioned very well, and I can only see there speedometer and the current limitation of the speed on the road, which is handy. Same I can see of course on my normal dial. Side mirrors are I would say big enough, and also they have almost a rounded shape. It looks like that this car is specifically for you alone or for you and your couple, because on the back seats maybe you can only place comfortable enough just kids, but not adults. Apart of that, a really good looking car, a lot of style, very common for Mini. Drives quietly, as expected from electric car. Nice wheel, nice materials. I remember on Tesla this dashboard had maybe like cheap looking fake leather. It was so strange looking, like almost like it will scratch if you just slide with your fingers, but here is soft plastic of good quality. Okay, regeneration braking works well. You can adjust that. Now it's only standard setting, what I'm using right now. That is feature I also found out driving Tesla, that you can understand how it works easily, but actually getting used to takes some time. I think now, driving the second electric car on my experience, I'm understanding it way better. Although on Tesla I think it works even harder, if I can say like that. I mean, like releasing gas on Tesla stops car significantly harder. Here is a standard setting which is actually the hardest option, but you can also make it less by adjusting it here, again adjusting with the knob. But the idea behind it and what makes it different from using actually regen braking via using standard brakes on any other car, that like for example approaching the corner or approaching the roundabout, you would normally expect a car continuously to roll further once you let go the gas pedal. But here you must remember that once you let go the gas pedal, the car will actually start slowing down, and that is just something you need to use to. Like now, after another kilometer on my second ever electric car, I'm already quite comfortably feeling myself using this type of brakes. And as I was told by the representative of Mini Cooper dealer, that this regen braking will actually activate the brake lights on the back of the car, of course, and work like a normal brake. The last Mini I was driving was about 14 years ago. That was of course a benzene car. It had a huge speedometer in front here on the console. This car has kind of same round component on the dashboard, but it is just a fake with a screen which works as a navigation screen and with a multimedia screen, and all the speed indication, etc. you can see here in front and on the projection screen. What I found out from a dealer, that the completely new Mini Cooper SE, which has already been presented, will have up to 400 kilometers range, and it will come in two versions with 184 horsepower and version with 210 horsepower. Driving this car feels quite okay. Here in Norway, roads are not the best in the world. You can see on this section of the road there are plenty, how we call this, lying policemen. I don't know this English name, but the car handles reasonably well. I noticed that tires were low profile tires, and once again the roads are not of the best quality in Europe, and still I don't feel that the suspension is hard. It's quite soft and handles well, making not much noise. Of course, the car itself does not make a lot of noise since it's electric drive. By the way, the rear glass, I think it's even bigger than in Tesla, and definitely this mirror is bigger than in Tesla. In Tesla was just a tiny, and also overview from the back glass in Tesla, even the Tesla Model X Plaid, huge car, it was still very limited, but Tesla had very great cameras, and look around the car with all the cameras looking backwards and with information on the screen. That was just so good in Tesla. But here, like in the old school, if you prefer to use your back mirror, it's enough of open glass so you can look through. Finally, I'm on the right road on my way to the ferry terminal in Trondheim. The speed limit in Norway here is maximum you can drive with 100 kilometers, specifically here on an E6 road. The road E6 goes all the way from Oslo to Trondheim, and there are sections where you can only drive 80 and then 90, and maximum is 100. It's not a wide road, it's only one or two lines one way. The other thing which is really noticeable, that the seats are very comfortable. They're really like in a sports car. The seats are better than on Tesla. On Tesla Model X Plaid, they were also comfortable seats, but I was feeling myself there relaxed. They are quite soft, and they don't have so much side support like these seats. In these seats I just sit like they just wrap me around like a nice high quality custom tailor-made glove. So it's so good, especially the side supports, and they are not so soft like plush, but they are stiff, and at the same time they are not hard like wood. So just really good seats, really nice support on the sides, and very comfortable to drive, and I can feel like I can drive very long distances with no problem in this Mini Cooper electric. Once again, another roundabout, and I feel like almost I was about to use a brake pedal with this type of regen braking in this Mini Cooper. On Tesla, you don't really need to use a brake pedal at all. The car stops really fast, and it stops rapidly, it stops hard, it stops fast. So the regen braking on Tesla is better from that perspective when you actually try to determine what the regen braking is. One thing I am catching myself on, which is weird about driving an electric car, that when you start the car you cannot actually feel it, because with any other petrol car, you start the car, you feel the engine is starting, and then you can understand that everything is right, motor is running, and then you can go. Here the car is completely silent, and only by looking at the gear selector I can see that now it's a drive selected, and I can actually start driving. Now I will try to use less regen braking. I have just selected over here on the switch. As you can see now, right here, this selector indicates with the orange color light light on. That means that now I will use less regen braking. That is standard regen braking. Less regen braking. Another thing which is similar to Tesla, that once you let go the brake pedal when you are actually in a drive mode, the car is not moving forward by itself like on any other automatic gearboxes on any other petrol car. Okay, now the regen braking is selected to the less, and it definitely feels so. Like on the parking spot, like on the parking where I am right now, I'm letting go the gas pedal and the car just continues to drive forward. I would say it's like less up to zero regen braking. I'm not quite sure how it will work on a highway with a higher speed of the car actually, but so far, straight away, I can feel that now I'm using less regen braking. I just found out that the car will still eventually stop just by letting the gas pedal completely off, by taking your feet from the gas pedal, but there is way less regen braking, meaning that you will need to use normal brakes more frequently. Having an electric car, it's actually very beneficial to use normal brakes less, to save some braking parts and increase the lifespan, but you can choose whatever you like. Considering the sound isolation, I think nothing special, like in any other normal car, not like in Mercedes of course. I have not tried any Korean cars like Hyundai or Kia, but I'm about to do that. So stay tuned for my content, subscribe, and we will see how this idea of making electric car reviews in Norway will work out for me. Oh, just now I noticed that there are some LED lights on the side of the door, just over there. I'm not sure if I can adjust it, but I believe it's very easy to adjust it. Yeah, with the less regen braking you definitely need to use normal brakes. Not like more frequently, but like normally, like almost like driving a petrol car. Because once you let go the gas pedal, the car just drives forward, just slowly, really slowly reducing speed, unlike in a standard regen braking mode, meaning that you will just consume brake pads faster with less regen braking.
From the heathens, got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens, got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
Alright, another feature of this Mini Cooper is of course the audio system, that is Harman Kardon, and I will play some copyright free music.
Let's go! It's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over. Not tired, I'm inspired, rewired. I know just what is required. My brain knows how to decipher the messages, looking brighter. Already paid up the pipe, but my game is getting much tighter. I feel my body on fire. Now it's game time. All the practice to prepare for this main time. I could do anything, that's my baseline. Go ahead and do you, I'ma make mine. You gon' read me in the headlines. Always go up, I don't know a decline. On the glow up, getting better with time. Yeah, I'm about to hit my prime. The air is filled up with suspense.
As you just heard, the sound system here is awesome. That really feels very punchy. That is possible because the car is small and the internal space in the car is very small, and then the sound comes very dense, so it reflects from the inner space of the car, and then it gets really dense feel to it. And when the last second it was a nice punch happening, I was really like feeling the sound wave hitting me. So the sound here is so cool. I don't know how many speakers, but there are speakers here, of course, in the doors and probably in the back. So very nice and dense sound system here. Another thing let's test together with you is the space on the back seats. So I will keep this driver's seats just like that, adjusted to me, and I will approach from that side. I will flip this seat close and go to the back side. Alright, like that. And here is the handle, like so. And I am on the back seat. Straight away I can see that there is a mount for a child seat, and also straight away I can see that there is very limited space on the back seat. So I will not even try to sit behind myself, because I will just make dirty everything around over here. And I can see that there are speakers over here. So there are speakers on the left. Same speakers are here. And as you can see, it's very tight here. Actually, the back of this seat now is a little bit more to the aft, to the rear seat, comparing to the seat where I was just sitting. And I have just a little bit of space, almost no space for my knees, and I cannot and I'm not able to move my legs under the seat, so it's very tight. And I was only able to sit this way because this is moving, so it goes like that. My feet go inside, then this seat goes back, and that's it. And I'm not able to move anymore. That's how the back seat looks like. But for kids, that's the only option. Maybe even only for kids up to 10 years old, and that's it. Fortunately or unfortunately, that's the way the Mini Cooper has always been, and still like that. I have a window on the roof. Controls are in front over here. We can test that as well.
I hope you're ready for battle. You better get on the saddle. We got some demons to tackle. Yeah, we about to put on a show. These haters don't even know they're in too deep like a hole, and they about to find out what it means when you enter into my house. How it feels when you always seem to strike out. Cause I don't lose, no I win, I go all out. The air is filled up with suspense. We've got our dreams we must defend, and we know what we represent. So we'll keep fighting till the end, and we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end, and we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end.
We have a glove box, unlike in Tesla. We have a simple handle for the glove box. It's a decent space glove box. The entire folder with documents fills easily. You have all your ventilation controls, and you have a separate AC control for the passenger. You have some place where you can drop small things. You cannot fit a bottle over here. You have a cup holder here. You have a cigarette lighter over there. You have one USB-C, one USB-A type connector. You have induction magnetic charger where my iPhone 12 does not fit in the case. There's no way I can fit my iPhone over here. It's just a nice OtterBox case with some extra protection on the sides, and I am not able to fit it over here. Alright, and other of that, you can just remove your elbow support, but there is no any compartment inside. And pretty much that's it. That's how the interior looks like. You have a small mirror over here, lights, alright, let's have a look what is under the hood. That's how it looks like. Nothing really you can fit inside over here, unlike on other electric cars, especially the Tesla. There is no any compartment. It's just electric motor, and the only thing you can do here is fill in the water for the window washer. And that's it. So I can say that it's a pretty good car if you are enjoying driving yourself alone, if you are not a family man, if you don't have a family and you just want to enjoy the ride. That's a very good car for you. Anyway, stay tuned for me. If you liked this type of review, I will try to cover way more electric cars here in Norway, and smash like for this video, and I will see you in the next one.